Interesting. Oh, things are getting pretty, gnarly. We know the guy that he walked back here. That guy's all better. I think we need to go talk to the inspector. You mentioned to just walk off in the water there.
You still here?
I am. Failed kidnapping. The thug freely entered the camp. True?
Inspector, I believe I can aid your investigation. I know who the dead man is and what really happened here.
You do? Well, good for you. But I'm afraid I'm not the one you need to share your findings with. Speak to Mr. Harlow here. He's the one responsible for settling things in the camp.
You don't even care to listen?
Oh, I do care. And maybe even more than I need to. But I'm only here today to lock the place up, question witnesses, and file the facts. It's sad, but coming up with conclusions is not among my tasks here. You fellows at City Hall do that. Anyway, speak to the supervisor. I'll just stand by and listen to what you have to say.
Oh, very well then, actually.
I'll just look around and do my paperwork. You won't even notice me.
I wish.
True. Let's... case book. Photo. No. I was thinking maybe one of these refugees would know.
Back off.
That's the only refugee there, though. Might know a bit more about the situation. Now let's go ahead and switch back over to go ahead and pin this one. Let's go with it.
Mr. Harlow, your refugees didn't murder anyone.
What? Pray tell me what you've learned.
All right, listen carefully. This might solve one problem for you, but will create a few more.
Oh, well, that's a great start.
The man came to the camp intending to kidnap one of your refugees, a woman. What he didn't expect was that the refugees would stand up to protect the woman. A brawl had broken out. In the chaos of it, the man stumbled over those crates and fell on his own blade.
How do you know he fell on his own blade?
The wound in his chest was inflicted from an unusual angle. It was not an offensive stab, shall we say. The refugees didn't touch him. And judging by the blood at the scene, the intruder managed to raise himself but was unable to walk very far. He ultimately fell into the canal.
But how did he sneak into the camp? Why didn't the police see him?
And this is where your new problems emerge, Mr. Harlow.
What do you mean?
You're not a dull-witted man. You know what I mean. There is no feasible way to get into the camp without the police guards knowing of it.
The pile of mess I had to sort out has just become bigger, but somehow that doesn't surprise me. Anyway, I thank you for your help, Mr. Holmes. I'll take it from here. Meanwhile, I'll make sure the police aren't detaining the refugees any longer. You can go back in and look for your witness.
You think one small cloth?
Let's go back into the Mine Palace. Painter was killed in a fight. Gallant intruder is a smoker who limps. Painter's flat was searched. The thief was caught by the painter. Okay, so we tried to put together some clues. The thug wanted to kidnap the girl. The thug came to the camp intending to kidnap the woman. He had the opportunity to kill her, but that wasn't his goal. The thug also visited Vogel's gallery. The dead man from the refugee camp was the same person who had broken into Vogel's gallery. Plot definitely thickens, people. This is crazy. Photograph the violation. Painter was killed in a fight. Visitor might have wanted the photo. This is true. Visitor's intentions might have been to locate the terrible photograph. The thief was caught by the painter. The painter was killed in a fight. Yes, it would be those two. The visitor didn't want to kill Mercurio. Mercurio murder wasn't the thief's goal. Getting interesting. Intruder was a smoker who limps. The gallery thief was Mercurio's. The gallery thief was in Mercurio's flat. Here's murderer and the gallery thief are the same person. True. They're getting warmer. The thief wanted the photograph. The thief was at Mercurio's flat to steal the photograph, but found Mercurio instead and killed him in self-defense. This is true. What a crazy, crazy story. A henchman, not merely a thief. He's not merely a thief, but also a kidnapper. A henchman who takes on various roles. Photograph of violations. User.
Make any difference in this place?
Who knows, John? Just one ill-fitting cog.
True. Facebook. Notice the dude in the back. Let's go and... I'm gonna have to ask the inspector about that dude. I'm telling you, man, this one is a crazy one. Plot is thickening. Okay. And
Could make the whole machine crumble.
oh, all the refugees are back. I just noticed the cop in the pack is gone. This guy's still on the mend. Life is good. You're doing good things.
You're the one who tended to our man's wounds.
True.
I thank you greatly. The police didn't allow us to help him.
The police will leave you alone now. I've proven to them that the man who came into the camp died due to his own foolishness.
Thank you for standing up for us. But nobody would help us without a reason. You're here because you want something.
Yes, I do. I need to speak with the girl drawn here.
The dead man came for her too. He wanted to take the girl away, but we won't allow her to be hurt again. What do you want from Nayla?
Nayla. She was hurt some time ago. I'm here to find the people who did this and bring them to justice. And to find them, I need Nayla's help. Will you let me speak to her?
Justice. There's no justice on this land. But you helped us, so maybe your words are not empty. You can speak to Nayla, if she wants it. But I will be watching you.
Oh damn, we got it. We got it.
Hello, Nayla? My name is Sherlock. I know someone hurt you. I am here to help. I'm trying to find the people involved and bring them to justice. Please. There is a photograph, and I'm sorry, it is terrible, but I simply must ask. Where did this happen? What can you tell me about these people?
Oh damn.
Christ, Sherlock. Nayla, I'm sorry. I'm not very good at this.
You come here for me, but you are rude and cruel and condescending. A cross. The man had this cross. Now go away. Leave us be. I do not need another white man's help.
Oh, glad that wasn't me.
Not my best work, John, by a long shot. Naylor doesn't want us meddling. I'm starting to wonder what this all achieves.
But she helped you anyway. Now we know that maniac's face and the cross he wore, we can still catch him.
It's got to be the dude. The filer had a peculiar cross. Nayla's the woman in the photograph. Nope. The filer's a high-ranking official. Badges such as these are usually awarded to high-ranking officials. The defiler from the photograph might be one. Wow. This case has like gotten crazy. Sketch of the abuser. Aha. We got some new stuff, man. We got some new evidence. This is taking, I know, I'm sorry, this is taking a long time, but man, there's a lot of things going down here. Let's keep this up.
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You still here?
I am.
I've already told you all I've learned.
The intruder has a most peculiar tattoo on his neck, 2 lines and a point. Do you know anything about it?
You really want to know,
We're
kid?
gonna have to go through all these.
Why? You want to play a policeman or something?
I'm sure you have it in your records, so it won't hurt if I have it in mine.
Actually,
In
I'm a
my
policeman, though.
records, it's just a tattoo, as it should be in yours. Ah, to hell with you. Suit yourself as to what you're going to do with it. Off the record, though, such tattoos are often connected to a man named Mr. Niccolo Bernadotti.
Bernadotti, you say?
A respectable businessman in Scaladio. His company imports goods and wines, and smuggles everything that can be smuggled between the colonies and the mainland. His people can be identified by an obscure tattoo, just like the one over there our friend has. But these are all merely rumors, you see. If Mr. Bernadotti was a criminal, he'd be in prison now. Or hanged, right? Your problem, not mine.
The guards at the sewers were speaking about taking refugees out of the camp. Do you know anything about this, Inspector?
Less than you do, obviously.
And this doesn't bother you as an officer of the law?
I can neither punish them nor put them on the right track, if that's what you're asking. Maybe your friends at City Hall could do something about it, but I seriously doubt that. To be honest, I'm sick and tired of being frowned on for my uniform. If those fine gentlemen you've eavesdropped on are in some shady business, that's on their heads. You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
Interesting, okay. I think, obviously, this area's done.
I owe you a lot, Mr. Holmes.
You're disturbing a hornet's nest here, son.
Bumped into 2 police officers of the camp discussing some sort of scheme and the fact that the dead man could cut off the flow of money. John suggests we could learn more about this matter by asking around the camp.
Could you help me?
They often take us from the camp to work. Most don't mind, though. It's the only way to get a glimpse of freedom.
According to the refugees, some of the shady people regularly visit the camp and take refugees away with them to perform various works. The work is usually hard, but the refugees receive money and food. The girl was abused after she was supposedly taken to such work. Since then, the refugees decided not to allow the women to be taken anymore.
So there's a smuggling ring in the camp. This wasn't the first time that someone freely entered the camp to take a refugee out.
At least it was certainly his last time. My gut tells me that we'll learn more about this ring when we find out where the thug came from.
Wow, dude. This is so crazy. According to refugees, blah, blah, blah. Refugees decided not to allow. Okay, Inspector Ross says he has heard nothing about this stuff. Man, can we go now? The refugee camp are being exploited and the police have been implicated with it. We must fix this, but what can we do? True. It's crazy how this game just plays out. There we go. Let's go. Good day, miss.
Have you found anything helpful?
We're working on it, man. Are we ever working on it?
I'll be right here.
A sketch of the abuser. Subject, officials. Because he's a high-ranking so-and-so. Period. British. A British medal. There's the occupation. Let's go with it. We have found our felon. Thomas Norton profile. Thomas Norton, born 1840 in London, graduated University of Oxford, 64. 69, started working at home as a secretary, 75. Took a position as a military commissioner in India, honored by the Queen herself with the Order of the Bath. 77, 78 was appointed as British envoy in Cordona with his own cabinet in City Hall. Thomas Norton profile, new entry in John's diary. Take a look at it. Love Speedy Archive search. Did they implement a new organization system? I've just realized I do not care. This is true. Do we go through here? No. Man, this thing is kicking. Oh man, look at there it is. Jeez Louise, dude. You, sir. Let me, put this back. Hopefully pin this to evidence.
If you're here on matters of signing up for military service, come back tomorrow. Our department needs to straighten out some business.
Oh, we gotta observe him. Didn't sleep last night. No time to shave. Yoink, there is his medal. Order of the Bath. Well worn, never removed. Stays at work late. Ooh, this doesn't look good, my friend. Weinstein? No. Envoy's remorse over the bath looks quite worn. Oh, well, it wasn't actually. The red stain on his wrist indicates that he has recently drank wine. His clothes are wrinkled. Barely bothers to shave. Red wine stain on his wrist and his unshaven indicates the last he ate into. The order of the basket worn. Man is proud, never takes it off. Wrinkled clothes, red eyes, mean he didn't return home last night. Instead of work, this man would rather lose himself in depravity and alcohol. Let's say he's a partygoer.
Why are you staring at me like I'm a Madame Tussauds figure? Didn't you hear what I just said?
On my way here, I was wondering whether you might regret what you did. I tried my best to retain at least a shred of faith in humanity. I had hoped that you would hear her scream, see her face in your dreams, or at least once ask yourself how Nayla might feel.
Who?
Neither of my hopes were fulfilled.
Why are you here?
Let's do it.
You defiled a girl who was with child. Don't even pretend that you regret what took place.
To go down like
Do you
that.
wonder why I came here? It is because I am disgusted with people like you, and the only way in my mind to rid the world of your ilk is to see you hanging from the gallows.
All right, all right. Is it about money, as you said in the letter? I have it, all right? There's no need for violence.
I've never written a single word to you. As you can see, I have a more direct approach.
That letter, it wasn't from you. So what do you want?
Answers, to start with.
Fine. I suppose now we have a nice long talk. Do you drink, Mr.
Sherlock Holmes. And I do not.
Shame. All the best discussions are accompanied by a glass of whiskey. But out of respect for you, I won't drink either.
Respect? That's an unusual word in your mouth, Mr.
Where are my manners? My name is Thomas Norton, a British envoy in Cordona on a military mission. So, where do we start?
Who is blackmailing her? What happened at the party? Tried to steal a painting?
You mentioned blackmail. Tell me about it.
All right. A couple of days ago, I received an anonymous letter. It said that in the art gallery at Caravansary there exists a painting that incriminates me. The blackmailer made it clear that if there is a painting, then a photograph exists too. And I should be wary of what it might do to my reputation.
What does the blackmailer want from you?
Money, of course. What else do such people want? Needless to say, I don't remember anyone taking photographs at the party. Up until the last moment, I hoped he was bluffing. But he wasn't, as you've just proven to me.
Show me the letter.
I burnt it as soon as I read it. I've left enough evidence. There's no need for any more.
What happened at the party?
So, let's return to the beginning. What happened at the party?
I vaguely remember that night. As usual at such parties, you meet people, you talk with them, they invite you to spend some time alone with them. What can I say? I got myself mixed up with the wrong company, and somebody must have mixed some psychoactive substance in my drink. After that, it's all blurry. I completely lost my sanity. I made a terrible mistake which I regret deeply.
You don't say. Do refugee girls often appear on the menu at those types of parties?
It's rather rare.
So you didn't attend the party to engage in an exotic experience involving a vulnerable woman unable to accuse you of assault?
I would never have planned such a terrible thing. What happened was just bad circumstance.
The painting that depicted you in the image of the devil was stolen by a mercenary. Did you have anything to do with it?
I might be a rotten person, sir, but hiring criminals for illicit purposes is not in my daily schedule.
And buying the painting in an attempt to hide the crime, is that on your daily schedule?
What would you do in my situation?
I would never put myself in such a situation.
You're young. I could never have imagined myself in my current position. Yet, here I am in front of you. We all make mistakes, Mr. Holmes. And I'm no exception.
Boniface Mercurio, does the name mean anything to you?
He's an artist, right?
The one responsible for the painting that compromises you. I found him dead in his room.
Oh, that is bad. Wait, you don't think that I have anything to do with this?
You had motive to kill him.
Maybe I did, but listen. I know how this looks, but murder? That's on another level. I had thoughts that this Mercutio...
Mercurio.
Well, him, yes. I thought
Mercurio.
he could have been the blackmailer. But I was too afraid to make any hasty decisions. There were plenty of ways to fail by making a move, so I chose to wait. To see what he would do next. You have to believe me.
I don't believe people, I believe evidence.
Then look at the evidence. Mr. Holmes, I've built my entire career on hard work and uncompromising dedication to the Crown. I made a mistake, but I'm not a villain from some cheap adventure fiction. By putting me behind bars, you will benefit precisely no one.
Rotting in prison is the least you deserve, but I have a better idea. You will make amends and help the ones you hurt.
Interesting. Wow. I mean, how on earth did we get ourselves here? I would say help Nayla.
Nayla deserves the very utmost of what you can do.
Help the girl? I can't risk the press paying extra attention to her. I will do anything except that.
That's not all.
Help the refugees.
Use your connections to help patriate the refugees, find them decent homes, give them jobs. There must be a meaning to your position and my decision.
Yes, all right, I can do that. So, will you give me the photograph now?
I need to think this all through. Don't do anything foolish in the meantime.
What makes you think you can decide what's best for these people?
Such is the arrogance of British imperialism. I take your point.
London route to... Okay, wow. Man, holy crap. But we did help the refugees out. And Nayla. So, that is a bonus. This guy's got anything else hiding around in here? No. They're telling us to go to the Mine Palace. The photo will ruin the envoy's career. Now, can we? Very nice. The system suffers. All refugees are victims of the system. The situation they are in must and can be mended. Bonus. Okay. Woof. This is huge. Envoy's offer. English woman in the photograph. No. Okay. Envoy wants to hide the proof. Envoy's interest in photographs is pragmatic. If he obtains it, nothing will threaten his reputation. Interesting. Okay, I think we're finally wrapping things up. Chief wanted the photograph. Okay, merciless justice. The envoy can be neither trusted nor forgiven for what he did. Humiliation and abstraction from the outrage. Cordona are the least he deserves. Give the photograph to Vogel so he can make everything public. Smaller evil for the greater good. Thomas Norton is a debaucher who has committed terrible acts. Even though he deserves to be brought to justice, I cannot overlook the opportunity to do greater good. Give the envoy the photograph in exchange for the refugees' legalization. Wow. That is definitely one for the books. I think what we're going to do is, well, head outside. Gotten busy in here, man. Holy crap. Oh, this way.
Have you found anything helpful?
Dinner at 5 o'clock. That'll be helpful. So tired. I'm so tired. Police station. There we go. Let's head there.
He's even been putting
Good day, sir. Good day. Gotta go to the archives. Oh, wait. I got two. Facebook. Yes. Camp Intruders Tattoo. There we go. Go ahead. Crimes. Let's see. Yeah, it was smuggling, obviously. Suspects. Scalito. Yep. Okay, Niccolo Bernardini, question summary. Niccolo Bernardini, born in 1834, is a businessman, patron, well known in Cardona, the founder and owner of Bernardati Company, Ltd. Estimating main office, southeastern Scalito, Bazaar Road, near the crossing with Roman Road. Mr. Bernardini was brought in for questioning on February 13th, 76, after a tip-off from one of our anonymous sources. Sources provide information that points to Mr. Bernardini's connection to the smuggling of liquor and items of antique art between British colonies and Cardona, the rest of the United Kingdom. People allegedly working for Mr. Bernardini Company were previously linked to a number of unlawful activities, including robbery, violence, racketeering, blackmailing. Bernardini was called in for questioning as a witness since there is no tangible evidence available to serve any charges. During the question carried out by myself and Officer Booth, Mr. Bernardini claimed to be unaware of any operations and facts provided by our source. No information could be obtained on his activities before he moved to Britain, documented or otherwise. As Mr. Bernardini claims, up until 1873 he lived in Sicily, Italy, but anyways, I'm saying Sicily, where we had a vending business until he moved to London and began importing goods. Conclusion: it is not possible to incriminate Mr. Bernardini with anything connected to the case. Inspector Herbert Ryder.
An
Interesting.
impressive slice of life. The police had a lot on him, and at the same time, nothing at all. Amateurs.
Indeed. Indeed. Wow, this is a major case. Inspectors. Oh, wait to talk to the inspector. What? This is crazy. We've never been in here.
Can you satisfy my curiosity? Unfortunately, my casebook is empty on this.
Of course. Guys, look. Very, very busy. Indeed.